Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are now about to hop into our second to last game of the night. We are grabbing our boy Girthquake versus Blacktiger 1. Another one of the OGs versus one of the GOATs. You guys decide which one's which. We are going to be hopping onto our first game at Dapario 1v1. Let's see how Girthquake manages to fend off against Blacktiger 1. Be interesting to see how these two play the games compared to Gray and Blacktiger 3, as I believe they both often play against each other. We got... Wait, Skitter. This is apparently the wrong match set. My bad, people. Give me 1 minute. Okay, let's give this another go, shall we? Let's see. Starting off with Dapario 1v1. Still, the goated map. Everyone loves this map. So, just for the start here, let's just see how these guys are both starting off. They both got the single lightning rod, just kind of chilling there. And, yeah, kind of just standard stuff there. I will hold the thing here, as I've been informed that it looks kind of bad when I move around a lot. So, I'm going to do my best not to do that. Yeah, I could probably zoom in a little bit here. Cuts them off. Alright, we'll leave it right here for now. Yeah, a lot of henchmen going from both sides. We got one lightning rod on both ends as well. We got Girthquake on the left here in his signature dark blue. And then we got Blacktiger 1 in the yellow. I think that's also might be his signature, but I'm not entirely certain. Overall, so far so good. Can't complain here. Both guys doing their standard stuff. Girthquake actually looking to build his lightning rods earlier on. Interesting how Blacktiger 1 actually has the very similar build order, or almost identical build order and build locations to his sibling Blacktiger 3 there. Very got a geyser going up already for Blacktiger 3. Meanwhile, we got Girthquake just starting on his geyser there. Earlier on the level 2 research, though, is Girthquake. We'll see if he also goes with the standard play. He's actually doing an interesting move here where he actually blocks off that early to prevent it. They both actually managed to do that. Just to prevent any kind of early movements. Going over to this hench pile. Both sides kind of playing the map very standardly. Let's see how they compare to each other here. Girthquake building his creature chamber later, which is very interesting to see as he started on the research first. Still no creature coming out of Blacktiger 3. We got the Mountain Lagoon. Pull it up. We got two of these guys. We got the... What is that? I think it's a mountain lion baboon? I honestly don't know. I'll stop moving around. Sorry about that. The mountain lion is something, but they're moving in. They're high damage units, decent amount of HP. But we got Girthquake replying back with a digging loner, moving into the enemy lines. But the Mountain Lagoon actually moving in. Girthquake coming in with a Gimpy McFrugal, moving all the way into the enemy's lab. Getting ready to do that, but he's got a nice little Fluffster, range pack hunter creature holding off his base. Black Tiger's moved his creatures into an aggressive position. Meanwhile, the loner artillery, managing to take out 2 lightning towers. Big moved. But we got the blue Tonguita right here, able to do a decent amount of work. Can't complain too much about that. Let's move over here. We got all those spiders that he's got going on, able to easily take out these mountain lagoons. Fluffster just doing a lot of work here. Setting all of his henchmen up here. He's going to be looking to expand inwards, trying to create more of a defensive line. And the blue Tonguita is moving up to this top geyser to try and take that from Girthquake. Girthquake instantly met by them by sending his henchmen up there. Managed to get taking out most of his henchmen, but his Fluffsters are on the move, on the prowl, getting in there, able to take out those 2 blue Tonguitas fairly quickly, and then instantly going for the henchman to try and take him out. His henchman's still alive, taking out the generator as well. Just kind of making the move happen. You got the Ratodon pulling up here from Black Tiger 3 to try and contest, but he's just going to get outnumbered and just completely obliterated by these high damage outputting ranged meal. The level 3 with Plague is going hard, but they're just managing to get taken down before they can even approach the enemy. Girthquake moving to this bottom middle expo after managing to take that. Henchman about to find a rude awakening here. Starts building a genetic amplifier here. Right as he starts getting rushed by the Plague Rats and the Catermel. The Catramel? The Camel Caterpillar. But Girthquake moving his creatures in to defend his brand new generator, able to push off the assault of Black Tiger 1. The digging creature is on the move, trying to go for that the center there yet again. Gonna come with the undig, probably target the sound beam first. Actually, no, he's going for the hench line. Gonna try and take them out. He's gonna fumble that a bit there. Gonna manage to get himself kind of smacked around a little bit there. But does he got regen? He does not have regen. And he's gonna be going for the electricity rods now, the lightning rods, because they were not fully healed. Managed to take out 1. Meanwhile, this fight going up at the top. Soundbeam Tower is backing up Girthquake, but he is sending his creatures in to prevent the artillery splash damage, getting the melee range while he still has a sum. His creatures are just getting wiped off the face of the earth as the high damage output from the artillery on the Catermel is just too high for his low HP range units. He's going to need some kind of fronty tank line with the ugly ass duckling pulling up, but he's coming in with the frog legs, just moving in more range units into the artillery caterpillars. Going to be hard for him to take him out as his creatures. These guys do have a bit more HP, but they're still going to get him hit by that splash damage, which isn't going to be fun for Girthquake. They're kind of pivoting away to avoid getting all of the splash damage onto them, but he manages to take out a few of their guys. Meanwhile, they got the Boomerang Billiam pulling up here. The Gazelle mixed with, I can't remember, the Rattlesnake, I think? Yeah, Gazelle mixed with the Rattlesnake, moving in there, taking a decent amount of damage off of those Catermels, but Girthquake is kind of pivoting his creatures down to this bottom half in order to avoid the artillery that Black Tiger is putting out, and is now moving back into this lower expo. Is he going to target this, or is Black Tiger going to manage to build it? Gazelle Brachiosaurus. Brachy? Could be. Oh, but it looks like Girth's upper generator is getting taken out by these Catermels pretty quickly. Meanwhile, Girthquake is still taking his bottom expo. He's going to get caught out from these guys flanking them. They are aiming at their creatures here, so looking for the artillery splash. But we're coming in with some bombardiers. Bobsworth the First coming in to take out those artillery. So much range on these bombardier beetles that it's just so hard for you to match unless when you have a decent front line already backing it. Suppose they have a decent amount of damage with that 5 damage, able to quickly make way with Girthquake's, with Black Tiger's front line, and just moving in. We are getting a lot of chemical backlash onto Boomerang Billion, but Bobsworth the First is doing a good amount of damage and able to dwindle down the forces of Black Tiger 1 for a decent while. Meanwhile, Black Tiger 1's just kind of starting to take the top side of this map here. And Girthquake's kind of holding his own, pushing out, using the range on these Grizzly Bear Bombardier Beetles to try and back up his front lines and his less ranged guys with the Blue Tongues, the ugly-ass duckling. But the Boomerang Billion or Billion? Boomerang Billion. First one going down there, but Girthquake's got a decent amount of stuff going on here. And it looks like Black Tiger 1, I believe. Yeah, Black Tiger 1. Yeah, Black Tiger 1 was actually going for a flank onto this top pit, which is good news for Girthquake, since he managed to build that Bramblefest in the early game to prevent the backdoor. But he's still using these Bombardier Beetles, taking out most of Black Tiger's creatures, but he's lost his front line. Part of that was partially from the splash damage of the chemical bombs, but another part of that was just from the defense of Black Tiger 1, who manages to have a really strong fortification on this bottom expo and this electro generator. But Girthquake does have the majority of the map, sitting around 60% presence, able to take out this top generator, most likely backing off of this Bombardier Beetles, while the camels start to move in and start to push back. These blue tongue big ugly ducklings are probably gonna... Oh, no, they managed to dodge the rocks and prevent themselves from dying. It'll be... This guy's gonna die real soon, though. He's got 4 HP. As soon as these guys pull up, bada bing, bada boom, he's gone. Poor fella. But just pure number advantage here, taking him out, but the splash damage is actually doing a lot of work onto your creatures here. From both sides, because apparently you're hitting your own creatures all the time. You got the Frenzy going now, so this should be doing something. You're going to start targeting that generator, pushing in a bit more, taking that upper generator, and wondering what Black Tiger's plan is here to withhold these forces, because Girthquake is coming in with a lot. And it's just really hard for Black Tiger to match. Black Tiger's making more henchmen, trying to get more coal out, and trying to build more of these camels, but I don't think that's the move. I don't think you're going to be able to hold them off. I think you're going to need some high melees. But he is managing to clear them out fairly well, but Girthquake's creatures are just too numerous and too spaced out where they're not able to quite clear them as needed. The henchmen are dying here, chemicals as well as the blue tonguers. They're just taking out all of this. All of his expos are going on. Black Tiger 1 looks like he's on the very edge of his back foot. He's only got the 3 HP Soundbeam Tower left at his base to defend after Girthquake's managed to take this bot expo. Be interesting to see if Black Tiger 1 tries to do something defensive at his base, or if he's just going to kind of concede here and concede the game. Looks like he's conceded the game entirely. We are moving on. Excellent game from Girthquake in game 1 here. Really showing a decent amount of kind of counterplay and kind of counter strategies to be able to take out all those artillery that he was just getting bombarded with by Black Tiger 1. Overall, really well played by Girthquake. Let's move on to the second game here. We are looking at a Oculus DeLorean mod map. Let's see this guy. No telling what evil plans. We got Girthquake in the bottom right, Black Tiger in the top left. Let's see how this one plays out, guys. This beginning bit was fairly similar from both sides, but Girthquake decided to push in a little bit more. We'll see what he ends up doing this game. Overall, though, fairly solid strat from this last games. Wondering if Girthquake can keep up momentum, or if he will fall off. Yeah, decent amount of kind of just basic movements here, just doing their regular stuff, maximizing their coal power, getting all staffed up. Nothing too crazy here, just more henchmen, both sides. We'll see how she goes. Be interesting to see if they're running a different army than this last game. But Girthquake is already building his second lightning rod. Meanwhile, Black Tiger 1 actually manages to build his first. As Girthquake is moving to the geyser first, though. But Black Tiger 1 has yet to move to that upper geyser. But Blacktiger is on the aggressive here. Girthquake and Blacktiger both have level 2 research in queue. Blacktiger a little bit sooner. But he is moving into that expo to try and prevent Girthquake from taking it initially. They're both kind of just building it against each other. Not a really whole lot they can do at this point. Blacktiger's pivoting first to building the creature chamber. Girthquake has more henchmen and might be able to make something work here. But smart move by Blacktiger 1, switching to a Soundbeam Tower here on one of his henchmen to try and kind of battle act. Girthquake quickly answering with it. And it'll be interesting to see who manages to come out on top here, as the numbers are fairly even. But the Scorpion Lion doesn't manage to be doing much. The Mountain Lion Beetle, he's currently sending to Girth's lab. Bit of a rush going on here. And if Girthquake can hold off on this, it might be very beneficial for Girth, because a lot of resources are getting invested here. Meanwhile, Blacktiger still hasn't expanded anywhere elsewhere. I mean, neither has Girthquake, but Girthquake at least has that one generator. Meanwhile, Blacktiger 1 has yet to acquire a generator, so his resources will be on the lower half. And he's spreading Girthquake's forces fairly well with these henchmen. Or Girthquake is spreading the henchmen fairly well. But the Gazelle's coming in with the splash damage, hitting all 3 of Girthquake's structures, but is quickly dying to the hench rush on the side of Girthquake. Girthquake sending one creature all the way over to Blacktiger 1's lab, only for one henchman to chase it and to try and kill it, only for that henchman to run away. Oh, but now they're running back. We got quite the fight over here. Oh, the micro is crazy here in this hench versus creature fight. And the henchman wins. By the looks of it here, we're having more hench fighting going on and more lab rushing going on by Blacktiger 1. Meanwhile, Girthquake manages to have not... Oh, he's got his single creature up here. We got me needle paws at your sack. We'll have to go to the analyst desk to figure out what's going on with that name there. Yeah, Girthquake's kind of cooked. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm hoping for some kind of comeback here, but I don't think he's making it. The Archer Zell has taken out all of his electricity. These guys are taking out the creature chamber. Bro's got 7 henchmen. He might be cooked. He's got the one creature going hard on Blacktiger's back end. But I don't think Blacktiger's even worried about it, because he doesn't think he's going to be able to die to him anytime soon. Especially now that he's got that one Soundbeam Tower there to hold off of the one creature, which makes perfect sense. Meanwhile, Girthquake just has no resources at this point. He's just only gathering coal, building more henchmen to try and get his henchman line going. But he's got this one generator with a maximum, which should be giving him a decent amount of Elec, but not as much as he'd probably hope for. But looks like Girthquake's finally built some lightning rods. He knows Blacktiger's on that left flank, so he's going to build them on the right side of his lab just to avoid them getting killed in the initial aggression. And try and get up as much elect as he can. Building up even more henchmen here. And he has blown his lab. Girthquake has given up in the second match. We shall move on to the third match, which is looking like it will be on Depario 1v1. Yet again. We got Blacktiger on the right, Girthquake on the left, just like game 1. See how this one plays out. Both going for that standard 3 hench, one lightning rod, and then everyone back on coal. Very standard. Pretty much what I'm assuming what you're going to be seeing for most of the tournament. Unless we get some cheeky hench rushes going. But we'll have to wait and see if that gets played. Blacktiger already starting on his second electricity rod. Meanwhile, we got Girthquake still building just hench and gathering coal. Potentially just thinking about what he's looking to do here. Probably going to start building that second lightning rod now. A little bit behind Blacktiger as Blacktiger's finishing up his. See where Blacktiger is at for research, because he might, since he has the earlier electricity advantage, might be looking for the earlier level 2 and might be looking for a bit of a rush going here. But we saw, see how it goes. More henchmen getting built up there, just trying to maximize his coal pile. And then on the left side, we got more henchmen going up and sending, yet again, we're setting the henchmen up top to build that little barricade to prevent the back door. And then guys are already getting started up on both sides here. A little bit earlier on the Blacktiger 1. But Girthquake is doing as good as he can. We got a 30% lead on the level 2 research start. Interesting movements from oh, that's an interesting way to do it. Oh, they actually both do that. Very interesting. So what both sides have done right here is they both gathered a bit of coal before building the workshops in order to instantly get more coal after the workshop is built. Really good way to kind of counteract the downtime of building it by building it and then gathering coal. Manages to get you a big boost right afterwards to allow you to move on to your next thing. Loner Frenzy Rush from the Velocipanther. 17 damage, 94 HP. This thing is ridiculous. I'm just going to be honest. That thing is ridiculous. Let's see what Girthquake does to try and respond to it. We got the Zimbabwe. The Porcupine Zebra. Really standard, good creature. I think we actually saw this from a few different people here. We got the Overpop Rush. This Velociraptor Panther is just going crazy, just instantly rushing onto Girthquake's henchmen, taking them out super quick here. Not quite doing enough damage to take them out in one shot, but doing a lot nonetheless. A little bit of targeting misplay here. Was targeting the lightning rod instead of just going straight for the enemy creature. Zimbabwe coming in here to take out the Velociraptor Panther. Takes him out, manages to cover that. Meanwhile, we got these Overpop Lemming Panther? Lemming Panther. Overpop. Being kind of a bit of a nuisance on this bot side of the map. Girthquake really kind of fortifying his defenses in this upper expo. Has that bramble fence down. Is ready to play on the defensive move. Moving them into position to go for a flank on all these Overpop units potentially, or potentially just trying to scout out this geyser to see if Blacktiger has pushed into there just yet. Some decent turtling here blocking the entrance from his lab, but it looks like the Archerfish gazelles are coming back here. Or those are Saurus. No, I'm pretty sure there's Archerfish gazelles. Kind of going for his henchline, but now that they got the Archerfish gazelles, you know he's going to be able to take out these bramble fences if he wants. Oh, here comes the first fight of the Zimbabwe's versus the Crusty Steed. Wait, no, that was your other character. The Lamantheros. They're backing off to avoid some of the archer damage, hitting them again. Just due to their attack speed, this is really good kiting from Girthquake here. Crusty Steed managing to kind of try and prevent some of the range attack by attacking one of these archers. Manages to hold them off fairly well. Is now expanding to his bottom left expo to kind of build up his resource gathering on his side of the map. Meanwhile, it looks like Blacktiger 1 has a decent amount of push on his side. And is managing fairly well to expand into this bottom middle kind of expo. Has the lead in terms of just structures on the map here. Doesn't have that bottom right expo yet, but Girthquake can't get there anyway, so he's able to hold the line here and kind of keep Girthquake in a turtle fairly easily, just with the splash damage from all these Ultrafish on top of the other creatures. Now he's coming in with the level 3, the Bomber the Wolf. Got the Bombardier Beetles plus the Wolf, gonna easily look to take out his henchline at this upper expo, but Girthquake with the quick thinking moves his henchmen out of the way to avoid them from dying. Smart plays by Girthquake here. But looks like his entire expo is gonna get mostly wiped out by these Bombardier Wolves. One of them still hitting it, but now they're all going back to hit it, so that thing's going to get taken out fairly quick. Got that bottom expo going a little bit harder. Girthquake's pushing into the middle bottom half of the map, doing what he can. We got the flyers coming in. Oh wait, no, the hover. That was just hover. My bad. My fault. The hover coming in from the Bombardier Wolves, just flying over there. Girthquake coming in with... Not actually, no, he's not coming in with anything. We got the Iguanodons with something. I don't know what it is with. Shield bug? Iguanodon shield bug. That's what that is. Oh, moving into the spot where the melees can't touch him. Great play by Blacktiger 1 here to avoid any kind of restriction from Girthquake. But the Bombardier Beetles are doing their kind of work here, but as soon as Girthquake's creatures manage to get on them, they manage to be taken out fairly quickly. But it's now we got the Iguanodon shield bugs pulling up, ready to cover for the front line. And Girthquake's just sending them in with Zed. You got Zed and Stu. You know, we got solid names here. Dolphins finally getting hits onto the Bombardier Beetles, managing to take them out fairly quickly as they still have fairly low HP compared to the fairly high damage from these Dolphins. But one is still living and wrecking havoc onto Girthquake's creatures. Two of Girthquake's creatures bringing back out Skid Marcus, Chimpanzee Grizzly Bear by the looks of it, to kind of reacquire this bottom expo. But Blacktiger 1 is now ready for making the aggressive with his melee units and his other... Oh, he's got the camels back here. Oh. The Iguanodons are pulling up with the shield bugs. Oh, looks like Girthquake's moving in now, but the Iguanodons are just too quick on the respawn where you won't be able to get as much melee damage as you were hoping, or as much range damage out as you were hoping, or any splash damage, because they're just getting focused down by these melees on top of all of the artillery coming in on the side of Blacktiger 1. They're moving in. They hover up into this upper portion. Interesting plays by our boy Blacktiger 1, causing Girthquake to blow his lab and forfeit the match here.